Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It is your girl, Mother. We back at it again, another video. Quick, quick, quick. Today is Tuesday. We are October the 5th, 5th of the month. And definitely we are in the beginning of our trading week. We definitely know the first of the month is definitely something that we definitely see a lot of changes, a lot of things that's with the market. So of course you see that I have gold. Man, gold is my baby. That's my baby. That's my mode. That's my sweetheart. It's gold. I love gold. And who doesn't love gold? Like who doesn't love diamonds? Who doesn't love gold? All those great things, right? So yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Like let's go ahead and get into this markup, right? So um classes I was telling people about, watch out for gold last night. So I was like, look, hey, gold's about to sell because yesterday it bought. So I tell people all the time, it's simple. It's just money, right? So you got to think about what's going on. It's three things the market's going to do. We're going to go up, we're going to go down, we're going to go sideways. That's it. Gold is one of the pairs that is you can capitalize off of it with the retracements, with the pullbacks, but definitely you have to be aware of what's going on because it will definitely give you these amazing breakouts and it definitely will go crazy, give you crazy wicks, give you crazy bodies, candles, all of those things, right? So let's get into it, right? So today is October the 5th. I'm in Central Standard Time. So it is 9:27, as you can see at the top up here, you can see 9:27. So let's go ahead. And what I like to do is that I definitely I'm going to take off these EMAs. And I think it's very important that you use whatever indicators that you use. But I use indicators. I have to see my indicators. Like I don't really care anything about anything else. Like I got to see indicators. I want to make sure that I see cross. I want to see a piece. I want to see something opening up. I have to see that. Some people don't like to use indicators. That's them. But I'm going to do with and without indicators because I think it's important, whatever type of trader that you are, that you can actually do whatever you want to do. So let's go. All right. So we are on the 15-minute time frame. So I'm going to go all the way up to the daily. So one thing that I want to make sure that we are understanding is that you have to mark up your lows and your highs. And as you can see here on my chart, I actually let me go ahead and reset it. So there's a tab down here at the bottom that is going to show me a low and it's also going to show me a high. So what this does is gives you your candles what they reach the high and the low on that particular time frame, right? So one thing that you want to make sure you do, color code it, do whatever you want to do. I am going to actually go ahead and mark up my high, and I'm also going to mark up my low. Uh-oh. See what happened when you get excited? You get excited, y'all. You get excited. So I'm actually going to change this color. So my daily is usually green. Um, and that's just me personally because I want to make sure that I know what different zones that I have. And so you see that your candle also it came to this high and also came to the low. So as soon as it came to the low, it went right back up to that high. But of course, in between, we got to capitalize off of this money because that's what we do in this market. We capitalize off of the in between zones. Like that's it. Support and resistance. This is my support. This is my resistance. This is my zone. This is my high zone. So it's all about verbiage. It's all about how you want to put it together, but everything will come together and it makes sense, right? So we are actually going in live. Like this is live trading. This is live right now. What the market is looking at currently at 9:30 Central Standard Time. So let's go down to the 4 hour, right? So 4 hour is definitely letting me know, hey, came up. Look at my high on my 4 hour and look at my low. It's already there. So this is my guide. This is letting me know that, hey, your candles have reached here on the 4-hour chart. And guess what? My candles have reached here on my daily chart. So once I'm on the 4-hour, I know that, okay, hey, my candles have come here and this is the highest that it's gone. So one thing we have to understand is that if my candles have reached a high and have reached a high, I'm not going to buy until it breaks the high and retest it. Same for the low. My candles have reached this low on the 4-hour. So I'm not going to sell unless my candles break through this particular low. And that way I know that, hey, if it breaks this low, chances are it's heading for the next available support. So of course, in between here and here, you're going to find areas, but we're not there. That's not where we are. We're here. This is where my price is currently. So now that I have this on the 4-hour, I see that I got here, I got here. It is perfectly fine. Okay. So now let's go down to the nitty gritty. Let's go down to the 1 hour and the 30-minute. We are going to look at this. Now, this is my 30-minute high, right? So, excuse me, I mean my hour high. So I am sitting here on this high. We can see the tab is sitting right there. So look at my 4-hour low. So it is letting me know that on the 4-hour, even though I'm on an hour chart, on the 4-hour, I've reached this particular low. And now it's saying, hey, even though that you're on the 1 hour, you've reached a low on the higher time frame. So if I reach this low on the higher time frame, then guess what I got to do? I don't think I need to buy. I mean, I don't think I need to sell, because what's going on is it's letting me know that, hey, I've come here once before, and then I came back here again. And then what I did is I was like, I don't want to keep selling, so I'm going to go back up for the buy. This is very simple. I don't have a dog and pony show. I don't have a lot of monkey shine. I don't have all the fluff that goes behind trading that you will see a lot with a lot of people. I'm very simple. I was taught to be simple. I was taught for simplicity. It's really mainly about your patience, and the patience of trading. It takes time, right? It's like you keep getting your head knocked off your shoulders, but you still want to get the money, right? So it's very difficult sometimes for myself to even be patient enough to just wait for the trade, because you want to get it and you're like, oh, wait. I see it, but you don't really see it, right? You see it, but you don't see it. But you get in too early, and of course, it'll do a whole reversal or whatever. So somebody would have gotten into this trade because they say, hey, it's selling, right? But when it's sold to this particular zone, which is a low, and I have it marked up low, it's letting me know, hey, don't sell, because if you sell me, chances are that I'm not going to sell. So when it came down to this low, it actually bought back up. So this is an area that it stopped, because look where it stopped at before. Everything is support and resistance. Everything is support and resistance, right? So I'm selling again, and I came up here to an area. Then I came back down to this support. And now I said, hey, I'm still not breaking through. So let me go ahead and buy up, right? So this actually happened, and it was just a crazy buy on last week. All right. So I already have these things marked up. I thought I heard something. I already have these zones and these support and resistance areas marked up, because this is what my areas are showing me. Like, this is what it's saying. So now I'm on the hour, and I don't trade on the hour. I usually trade on the 30-minute, or I trade on the 15-minute. That's my usual time frame to actually trade. That's what I like to do. So let's go ahead and go down to the 30-minute. Let's see what we can do. All right. Much better, cleaner. I like it. Now, I don't have any indicators on here. I don't have any indicators. And you know, this is what we have. Like, no indicators. There's nothing showing me. There's nothing actually you know, up here. No indicators, just strictly structure, market structure, support and resistance, and candles, right? So once it came back here, now I'm on a 30-minute. Once I would have had this marked up, I had it marked up again. Now, guess what? I'm still at this high. This is my hour high, which is color coded. So now I'm still sitting at this high on the, even I'm on the 30-minute, it's this is the hour high. You know what I'm saying? So this is my hour high. So what it's doing is it's allowing me to say, okay, hey, if my candles come back to this high, I know that I don't need to actually sell it. I mean, I need to sell it. I don't need to buy it, right? So let's continue up. Let's go ahead. All right. So 15-minute. Let's go down to the 15-minute. No indicators, just straight support and resistance. So now I am on the 15-minute chart. Now I marked up this low, which is black. And as I can see, my candles have come here once before. This is back. This is today, right? This is October. Yes, I'm sorry, this is yesterday. So we see that when the market opened up on Sunday, which was the 3rd, let's go back to the 3rd. Right around here. The market opened back up. This is where my price was sitting at. So once the market opened back up, it had to figure out where it was going to go, what it was going to do, how it was going to react, all these different things, right? When the market opened back up. So once the market opened back up, we had to figure out if it's going to actually sell or, buy. We don't know what it's going to actually do. Hello? Hello? Hey, she doing fine. She went to school. Nothing. Why you say that? I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm not doing the crypto class. Miss Verna was doing it. Nah. No, 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 no. Miss Verna's supposed to be doing the crypto class tonight and she couldn't do it because she got to fly back to see her mom. Oh, no, 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 no. Nothing happened to me. Kai, she slept most of the night and she woke up and she was feeling fine. She looked a lot better, coughing up that stuff. So I just told her that, you don't have to go to school, but she, saying she was like she feel good and she looked way better. She looked a lot better. So I just told her, I told her teacher she, saying she don't have no fever. She, wasn't lethargic or anything. So I think she just needed to rest and take care of her fever and everything, and it broke. And so she's back fine. But I told her still, be cautious. They still got that cough and stuff because you still gotta understand you still maybe have some type of infection inside of you. So we're gonna take it. I told her, take it easy. We're gonna try to treat this cough the next couple of days so she can, get rid of it. Cause Lainey, saying Lainey, she got a little sneeze and cough too. So it's just sniffles and stuff.
Went to sleep at about 8:20, 8:30, and did not wake up until 6:45. And I had to make her get up. I was like, my dad was like, well, she tired because her mama got up all night. And I told her mama, she was like, yeah, I promise you, I don't have her up all night. She going out, I take her tablet, I take all that. The girl literally just being there watching TV and she won't go to sleep. That's why she was like, man, it baffles me how she get with y'all and is she in the bed knocked out. And y'all, and you send me a picture and I'm like, man, this girl is knocked out for real. Like, so yeah, man, she be knocked out. You know what I'm saying? But ain't getting no sleep. And yeah, man, Kyle probably like, man, Alexia be all over the bed. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Like all over the bed. So she probably ain't for real getting no sleep with her.
Yeah, I mean, she probably sleep good of the weekend, but I know it's hard for her, you know, on doing a week like this sometime because, and that's why I said, man, I don't know what we're gonna have to do, but we got to get them separate beds because it's just they, like because they both in school, they need their own space. They both big. Like even taking a bath together, it's hard because Kai's so much bigger than Lexia. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
You gotta be in a bad too. Huh?
no, I'm just saying it's easier. Like I took baths together and I was big. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's the sleep deal. Like she did say she's like, man, I'm just tired, mom. I'm just tired, And I said, yeah, because sometimes it get like that, when you don't get no rest or whatever. So she do be all over, all over the bed. I do, and I walk in there, I'm like she be all over her. You know what I'm saying? But
All over the bed, son. All
yeah,
over the bed.
yeah, mm-hmm.
You know, like, man, what is going on? Like, why are you sticking like this, bro?
So yeah,
I had one to that live trading with one man. I paid no money for this before.
oh, what you made like what you made like
I just did a 10 cent my side. I got, made $16 off of Clarence made 100,000, but man, he was showing us some scalping stuff. Yeah, this nigga be scalping weeks, scalping everything, man. He was like, man, I just gotta just teach it to you. I was like, oh man, my heart beating too fast for that kind of stuff. Like that, bro. He was like, man, yeah, I just had to they made 100 bands this morning.
oh wow, yeah.
Old girl, old girl Cece with her ugly self. She made 1,700 this morning off of trading 60. She traded 60 cent 4 times. What did we like $2 and something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, yeah, but I saw the run, but I was looking at it with them on the 5 minute. But if I had saw it on the 15 minute, it really would have been easy. But I was like, man, I took the thing with them because I was like, man, you know what? Ain't nothing really moving, but man, USD CAD and Euro CAD went stupid.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I was like, man, ain't nothing really moving, so like, I'm just gonna hop up and go on up here with them and see what's going on. But man, you know what? This is what I want to tell you, Doctor Spiller and all that, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Man, he's asking folks to pay what that $50 a month, right?
Right.
Now, anything that a person, I think I see something. Yeah, but it's like anything that a person does, like they had to have gotten it from somebody, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like it's just like they had to be man. This like I told you, man, I'm always looking. I'm always looking for the next deal. I'm always looking for something, man. Like, and I'm sitting here looking. You know what I'm saying? So man, I ran across something, and what I actually ran across, man, I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna bring it to you. I'm just gonna show it to you. I'm gonna come over in a minute.
Okay. All right. All righty, right. So, like I said, I don't have any indicators on here, and um, this is just typically, if you don't want to use indicators, because you got to understand that market analysis is all support and resistance. Like that's just what it is. Like it's nothing major about what we're doing here. Now you got a lot of people showing you different indicators. Now I do use indicators. I use the RSI, which is the relative strength index. That tells you if you got buyers or sellers in the market. I do use the moving averages 10. I do use the moving averages 50. I do use the 200. I do use the 800. I also use the 20. Now sometimes I don't have them on my chart at the same time, but I do like to see what where my EMAs are lying at, right? I definitely want to make sure that I do trend lines. I also use the Ichimoku Cloud, and I do Bollinger Bands. Like, I don't use these all at the same time, but these are different indicators that I do put on my chart to allow me to see what's going on, because it's just an indicator. It's indicating that this is going to go in this way or not. So you have to understand what's really going on in the market, and you have to figure out a pair that's actually going to work for you and your schedule. Now, I have had moments in my life, especially during my trading journey, where I'm like, I'm doing really, really well. And then life happens and it's like I get stuck, right? And I think that everybody has that time in their moment where they do get stuck. And it's like, what do I do next? Um, and you have to figure that out. Like, it's about it's life is really about like challenges, and it's really, sometimes it can be a struggle, especially if you are a mother, like a for real live mother, especially if you have different things, especially if you have a full-time job. Even if you entrepreneur, like if this is your full-time job, if you say, man, I'm going all in with this Forex, and you do that, you have to not look at everybody else. And sometimes I I struggle with I for balance. Like, there's so many things that I want to do, and there's so many things I try to do, and it's hard to do everything, right? It's so hard to do everything, but it's like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. I want my hand in this pot because I know that I can be successful at this. And Forex is definitely a great vehicle for those things. But at times it gets challenging because you trade pairs that you really like, and you trade a pair and it doesn't do what you want it to do. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And you make a mistake and you get into the trade and you lose some money. And then you have to regroup and you got to figure out, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I get in wrong? Why did I get into this trade right here? Why did I do that? So you have to figure those things out, and it will come together and it would gel, because I still figure things out too, because I have different challenges in my life that I've never had to deal with before. I don't care what anybody says, when you have young kids and during this pandemic, you just have to learn how to schedule out your time. And if you're allocating 2 hours to trading in the morning, you have to sacrifice those 2 hours. If you're going to do that in the night, you have to sacrifice those 2 hours. If you're doing it in the day, you have to sacrifice those hours. Whatever time that you're setting aside to yourself, sacrifice those things and focus straight on what you're looking at. Because if nothing's moving, if nothing is actually, moving the way you want it to do, you have to practice. Now, that's something I have to preach myself, because sometimes you can't make a trade come about. And I think that's what a lot of things when you're trading is like, you want to make a trade happen when it's like, it's not going to happen. But gold is one of those pairs that, some days I really want to just, oh my gosh, throw gold in the river. And then there are days that gold really executes and I get money. Like, I'm getting money with gold, right? But like, when you make a mistake, you really start to reevaluate, like, what am I doing? Like, especially if this is your vehicle, you're like, man, why did I make that mistake? But you have to know that there's a higher being that's going to save you from all this. It's like, okay, hey, I got you, keep faith. But the patience is the most important key to everything that you do. I keep telling people that patience is so much better than pride, and you have to put your pride to the side and just be very patient and just go through the process. But that's a little motivation from me. But yeah, now we're looking. Okay, so now we're on the 15-minute chart, and of course, my black zone is my 15-minute. So of course, this is from my hour. So I know that in my 15-minute, it said, hey, I stopped here, and then I came back again. So if I'm coming back again, I'm not breaking, I'm not going to sell. And this is the low. So on the 15-minute, this is the low, is that my candles have come to this particular zone and its support. So chances are I already have my support and resistance marked up from previous, because anytime that I mark up support and resistance in between zones, I go back in time. So if we look here on September the 30th, we see how the candles just stayed right here, right? So if we see this on September 30th, that they're just sitting right here, I'm going to put a mark right there. I'm going to put a line there. And guess what? Come back around on October the 4th, it stopped at the same particular area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for my candles to actually come to this resistance, come back down, and then take off. And that's exactly what it did. It did this at 1 a.m. yesterday morning, 1 a.m. So from 1 a.m. all the way until 3:30 a.m., it sold. So for 2.5 hours, it sold. And that was an amazing sale. So once it got back to this area, the next morning at 6:30 a.m., the market is not open until here. So once the market opens, it said, hey, I'm going to take off. And that's exactly what it did. But once it got here, it's 8:45, opening bell. Now we got for real money. And guess what it did? It bought. So we wouldn't sell this pair because it's at a low, right? So now we fast forward, the day has happened, the money has been made, September the 4th, at 9:45, the trade stopped. So 9:30. So from 7 to 9:30, so for 2.5 hours, you could have taken a trade, a buy, right? Not the whole 2 hours, maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes, whatever that you would choose to do. So now we already know we have this as our resistance zone. So if it's on an hour resistance, why are you going to buy? You allow your candles to break. So you go to higher time frames and you see, okay, look at what's going on. Even if they come out, this is where my next area is. So I don't even really want to take the trade until it breaks this. But I know that, hey, it's coming here and it's making a stop. So let's go back down 15 minutes. So at 11:15, 11:45, it started to come out. Everybody knows that about 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, and this is for me, gold starts to slow down. There is no reason for you to really take a trade after 11 Central Standard Time, 11 a.m. I see gold slowing down about 11, 11:30. Not every single day, but typically between the hours of 8 and 11, you can trade gold, right? It's going to do something. After that, there's no reason for you to take gold. Like, it literally is no reason, because it starts to slow down. Like right now, it's slowing down now because it's reached an area, but we're going to get there. All right. So once the area starts to slow down, now we're going into the afternoon. But we're still sitting in this high zone. This is the high. We're still sitting here. So once we set here, I'm not going to take the trade until what? Later on. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to have some more action. Remember that it's always 9 to 11 a.m., 9 to 11 p.m. I don't see gold moving anytime in between that. These are the times that I like to trade gold. These are the times that they move. These are the times you got to look at, right? So depending on your time zone, all that good stuff. So then we got some action. After in the evening, what it started to do, it started to sell, because guess what? It reached a high. It no longer wants to buy. Now we're selling. Remember, we already had this green line marked up. We already had this black line marked up from the previous support and resistance. If we go to the left, it hit here, it hit here, it hit here. So guess what? I already got this marked up. I know that this is the area. So guess what it did? Came out of this particular zone, support, retested, continue down to this green box. Me personally, I would have caught it all the way to the green, to the black line, and that's it. I don't need it anymore. It's done. because guess what? That is a good amount of money. So I don't need a whole lot of money, but definitely from here to there, that's a substantial amount of money. I'm good to go. At $1, you could have made you $40, $50. I don't need any more from that. That is a pretty good number, right? So I'm done. I'm out the trade. I'm going to bed. I'm preparing for the next day. Because of course, you see, it stopped, came back up, it broke through, it came back up. Now we're still on a downtrend because we see that my candles have come down. So now it's 7 a.m. in the morning, 7:15. What are the candles going to do? What are they going to do? So that is when I actually put on my EMAs. And I see I got my 800, I got my 200, I got my 50, and I got my 10. These are telling me that guess what? You have a sale that is going to happen. But I know that I have this previous low from here. So if it breaks this and it starts to sell and it breaks this green line, guess where it's going to? The black box. It came here before. Now it is 9:57, 56. 10 o'clock is about to happen. Chances are the money that we have made for this sale, that's it. Now, guess what the next thing for us to do is to basically get out the trade. If you're still in the trade, if you're holding it for a sale, I would definitely get out. If you want to hold it for the rest of the day, that's totally up to you. You're going to get maybe a lot of ranging. You're going to get some up and down, and that's perfectly fine. But if you don't want to hold the trade, if you say, hey, I've made some money, but I'm still in the trade, I have another position, I would suggest you close out at this point because right now it has reached a low because we have it here. It's reached a low. There's no reason for us to continue to sell, be honest with you, because it didn't break here, and then it came back here. So right now, your candles are going to fluctuate between here, this resistance, and this support. So now we just have to just pretty much, it's done. It's 10 o'clock. I think it's done. Now, if you want to scalp and do some, high frequency trading, by all means. I'm a 15, 30-minute trader. I don't do high frequency. I don't do binary. I have done before, only with US 30, only with NAS. Those are the trades that I actually do high frequency on because they move so fast, right? So now this is where we are. And now this is what my price is. So I know I've reached a low on my 15-minute. And I know that guess what? In order for things to go back up, they have to break areas. So my 800 is allowing me to say, hey, if you definitely come out of the zone, you can break me and I'm going to take you back up to another area, this other resistance. If you break me, guess where else I'm going? Back up here, right? So there's no way to tell that at this moment, but only that you can go to a higher time frame and you can see that, hey, we're trending down. We're definitely trending down. So if it breaks that support, then we know we have a support, we have another support, and we have our zone. So in between this zone, my 15-minute zone, and my what? And my 4-hour zone, it has to break this and we can capitalize here, and also there. But of course, we got to get there. But you could clearly see that from this 4-hour chart that we are definitely trending down. It just came to an area and pulled back, and we caught the retracement of the chart. And now we're going to continue into the sale, right? So that's what we're hoping for. And yeah, so you definitely want to make sure that you are looking at those different areas. Not going to do it too much about the cloud, but what I can look at is I'm on a 15-minute chart, and I definitely want to pull up on the Fibonacci, because what people have to understand is that your highs and your lows, you got those high and your low. Your candles are always going to come to the 50% of your trade. Like It does not matter what is going on. Your candles are always going to come to the 50% of your trade, meaning it's going to always come to the middle of your chart. So if you were to draw a fib on this particular trade, we can go from the 15-minute, not the 5-minute. This is the last trade it stopped, right? So we don't know what it's going to do. Like, this is the low and this is my high. Okay, so let me just show you exactly. So we're going to swing high to the low, right? Look at how your candles are coming down to what? The 50% of that chart. High, low. I came and I stopped in the 50%. I came down 50%, sold 50%, sold. Not quite, but now I'm continuing on down. Back up to what? The 50%, and I sold. Right? So that is why it's important when you're using the Fibonacci retracement, you understand 50%, 30%, 618 reversal zones. Your trade is always going to come to the middle of your chart, no matter what you're doing on each time frame, high and low. Your candles will always come to 50% of that chart, right? So, this is gold. This is my analysis. It's done for me. I've caught the sale. There's nothing else for me to look at today. Money was kind of like weird moving. Let's look at, even when I looked at Finviz this morning, it was kind of weird. So news happened this morning. It's 10:02. It's a lot of news. Today's Tuesday. It's Chinese bank holiday. There was some Euro news coming up. There's some USD news coming up right now. So yeah, it's not a lot of stuff going on, but not too much moving around. So that's pretty much it, for my goal analysis. I just want to make sure that everybody is, look, you have to figure out what type of trader you are. You have to understand, all these things that, make you unique in who you are. But it's definitely about impact for me. And I'm so thankful that I'm able to actually understand this to capitalize it. So it's really not about the whole entire, I want to make money and I'm definitely going to make money. But I know there's some people out there that are really trying to understand it. And I'm very simple. I am a mother, 3, I trade, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I'm a cook, I'm a clean, I'm a wife, soon to be. All these things are challenging. So every day is going to be a different day for me. So the day in the life of a Forex trader is definitely, I keep hearing something. So it's definitely challenging. And I think that we have to understand that challenges are going to arise. So it's not about looking at everybody else success story and looking at everybody else doing what they're doing, making money, because you have to look at what's going on with yourself, right? So I'm big on just following my own path and doing my own journey, because everybody doesn't have the same challenges as me. So that's what makes me unique. And that's why I want to be sure that I have a lot of patience, because we're 1 to 2 trades away from making a bankroll. I know that. Like, it definitely just takes 1 trade or 2 trades or 3 trades to really get you into that momentum of trading, and it works well for you. So yeah, this is gold. And this is live. I'm done for this morning. I'm going to tend to my youngest. She's getting ready. Snack time is coming up, and then guess what? We got a nap, and we got some things going on for the rest of the day. So this is my time. I may be looking at the chart later on, of course, after my class tonight. And if you have any questions, and look, let me know. I always am up for, different ideas, different strategies, different things to teach. I love it. I love doing what I'm doing. But yeah, if you want any questions, that's going to be my put my information at the bottom. If you like this, man, subscribe, like the channel. Definitely it's an amazing thing that I'm able to do this and share this amazing journey with me. So if you have any questions, if you want information about my classes, if you want to know more, if you want to join, if you want to see what it's about, man, let me know. But like this page, like this channel, subscribe, all that good stuff. And guess what? The Mother Mother, I'm out.